Hello, everyone. This is the Genesis of Peace meditation. Let's begin by taking a couple of deep and cleansing breaths, allowing yourself to relax. It is so wonderful amidst all of the chaos of this world, all of the stresses, all of the pulling in different directions at the same time that's going on in our world now, to just take a little time to meditate, to take a little time to relax, to take a little time to search for peace. For what is peace, my friends? We could all look within ourselves and find different areas where we have felt peace. But what is peace except for a presence of safety, a presence of security, a presence of calmness, a presence of the understanding of nature? Allow yourself to just appreciate for a moment or two the magic that you find outdoors, the magic that you find in nature. And with each breath, allow yourself to relax a little more. And with each breath, allow yourself to drift a little deeper. We would like you to utilize the dynamics of your imagination to begin a dynamic of communication. Communication to the unseen realms, communication to the divine, communication with your higher self, communication with the understanding that your world is pushing you, that your world is showing you the way, and that you have chosen to participate in this journey, whether you are doing it from a place of understanding or you are doing it somewhat unconsciously. You are each and every one of you purposeful in the movement of peace, in the movement of change, in the movement of enough for all. For is that ultimately the thing that will bring peace to your world? A dynamic of equality that gives you an opportunity as a human being to find that place, to be born into that place where your needs are met. Food, water, shelter, survival needs. And as a collective, as a humanity, if you provided yourselves with health care and education, everyone would begin life on an equal playing field. All right, my friends, let's see if we cannot find peace. So let us begin by taking a couple of deep and cleansing breaths. And let yourselves begin to relax and allow yourselves to begin to drift deeper. It is so wonderful, after all of the chaoses and the stresses of daily life, to just take a little time to meditate, to take a little time to relax, to take a little time to drift deeper, deeper. With each exhalation of breath, allow yourselves to drift deeper. With each exhalation of breath, allow yourself to feel yourself relaxing more. Allow the waves of relaxation to wash over you, to wash through you from head to toe. Waves of relaxation that are carrying away any last traces of stress, any last vestiges of anxiety. And we are going to count down from 7 until 1. And with each descending number, you will feel yourself drifting deeper. With each descending number, you will feel yourself relaxing more. And as we reach the number 1, you will find yourself in a safe place. A safe place in nature. 7, 6, 5, drifting deeper now. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and 1, and 1. Allow your mental eyes to open, finding yourself in a safe place in nature. Allow it to be what it is. Allow it to be a clearing in a cool forest with gentle breezes blowing through the trees. Perhaps you are sitting on the shore of a small pond, fed by a trickling stream. Just allow it to be what it is, and allow yourself to begin to allow your senses to open. Allowing your senses to open to the sights, to the sounds, to the smells, and yes, dear one, even to the taste of safety. And just allow yourself to luxuriate for a moment or two in this magical place that you are creating. And from over a hill, or perhaps just emerging from the woods, or maybe walking down a well-worn earthen path toward you, you see a figure. And from the way that they move, the way they carry themselves, you know that this is your higher self. Feel a thrill within your heart as you rise to greet them in a warm and loving embrace. Allow yourself to feel the love that they have for you. And dear one, if you can be so bold, allow yourself to feel the love that you have for them. Reluctantly, oh, so reluctantly, step back from the embrace and look into your higher self's eyes. They are shining with excitement, for they wish to show you the path to peace. They wish to show you how you may, even in the midst of all of the chaos that exists in your world, that you have the greatest opportunity for change, the greatest opportunity to move into your adulthood as a humanity, as a species. They reach down and take you by the hand, and together you begin to walk back the way they came, back to the edge of safety and beyond. And you find yourself walking with them down a dirt path, through beautiful green woods, birds, a gentle breeze, warmth on your skin. And as you begin to walk, they begin to talk to you about just as you have a dynamic of hopes for the future, for the dynamics of your lives. At the same time, you are pressing against a duality that you perhaps have not understood, a duality that has carried you forward for hundreds of thousands of years in a move of consciousness, in a move of awareness, in a move of a divine imperative. And as you walk with them, they briefly touch upon many of those things that have kept you locked into old ways of doing and being, that has you believing that you are somehow flawed, that you are somehow less than, that you are somehow not enough. They speak to you of anger, of envy. They speak to you of sorrow, of regret, of greed, of arrogance, of self-pity. They speak to you of guilt and resentment, of a feeling of inferiority, of lies, of false pride and superiority and ego. And as they speak to you of each of these things, some of them resonate with you, for you feel them in your daily life. And the feeling of them and allowing of the thoughts that come with them, the words that come out of your mouth, the feelings that you have, will stand in the way of the dynamic of your movement toward peace. For what is peace, dear ones? Joy, peace, love, hope, security, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, faith. Yes, dear ones. Peace is an emotional dynamic that comes from feeling safe and secure. A civilization secure in its peace measures itself by how well the least of your people are doing, not the best. A world that allows for an understanding that by providing at least survival needs for all of its people, and we mean all of its people, that creates the platform for no more war. And as you walk with them, you begin to understand that peace is not a simple movement, but is based upon people's needs, all people's needs being met. Food, water, shelter, healthcare, education equals no more war, equals peace. As you walk, you realize that your higher self isn't telling you everything. In fact, they are leaving a space for your creation of peace within you. And as you walk with them, you become more in tune with the dynamics of nature. And as you connect with more and more with the dynamics of nature, you realize that you are understanding that you are in a communication with Gaia. You are in communication with Mother Earth, for you are of Mother Earth, as well as a child of the divine, a child of consciousness, a child of awareness, a creator. And with the realization that you are a creator, so much more becomes possible. Your communication with Gaia leads you to an innate understanding that just like you are growing as and have grown as an individual, so too is Gaia growing as the consciousness that is her, that is she, that is sacred, that is the source of your whole physicality. You are of the mother, and you will return to the mother. And in that realization, you understand the joy that she felt in the dynamics of the movement into her consciousness, into her awareness, where she moved from a place of almost nothingness, born of the sun, born of the desire for life to exist in all its forms throughout the universe. And that life on earth, a humanity that is a creator race, has the opportunity in order to create a peaceful, magical, expansive, exciting world without having to kill ourselves or each other. The realization that life is a journey, and your task, dear ones, is to take the reality that you find yourself in now and take the opportunity in every small way and every large way that you can to find healing, to find forgiveness, to find compassion, caring, and connection. For you realize that Mother Earth no longer finds a dynamic of competition and comparison where no consciousness is being used in the dynamics of your civilization, or very limited consciousness is being used. And in that dynamic of use, you have lost all sight of growth. And you keep opting for the status quo. You keep opting for other answers instead of taking the responsibility yourself. And you realize that this journey is a movement into responsibility. And as you walk, you see a structure glistening far down the path. Your higher self looks down at you and smiles. And as you get closer, you are realizing that you are seeing the sunlight glinting off a small waterfall that empties into a small pond, that empties out into a wide river, that empties out into the ocean. And you realize that the glistening structure is a ridge, a solid wall of quartz crystal. And over the edge of the crystal, a small waterfall trickles. And at the bottom of that waterfall, there seems to be a seat, a bench, a place for you to sit as you are drawn inexorably toward this wondrous structure, glistening in the sunlight, being constantly washed by water draining over a beautiful crystalline structure. Your higher self directs you, gestures, and you know that you are intended to sit in this seat to find peace within your heart. So allow yourself to walk around the edge of this small pond. Allow yourself to approach this crystalline structure. Allow yourself to sit down. And as you do, the water begins to come down and hit you very gently in your crown chakra. Water that is your body temperature, so it is nearly imperceptible. But you would not perceive it anyway because it is being absorbed through your crown chakra into your body. And as it begins to move down through the core of your being, it begins to wash away those dynamics that stand between you and peace. No matter what your definition of peace may be, it is always rooted in the dynamic of safety and security. So what stands between you and safety and security, dear one? Is it your anger? Is it your envy? Is it sorrow never brought to an end? Regret? Is it greed or arrogance? Maybe it's self-pity or guilt or resentment or a feeling of inferiority or an inability to not tell lies. Perhaps it's false pride, a feeling of superiority or ego. Allow the negativity to be washed away as you feel the space and the freedom of being unburdened by these negative emotions. Allow yourself to realize that from your base chakra up, you are being filled with an energy of healing, with a feeling of enough, that you are enough, that there is enough, that you exist in a universe of abundance. And as you begin to allow that feeling in more and more, you are being filled by joy, by love, by hope, by a feeling of security and safety, by kindness, by benevolence, by empathy, by generosity, truth, faith, peace. And as you allow that energy of peace to fill you, You are beginning to feel dynamics of safety, dynamics of security that only comes from the truth of your heart, that you are enough, that there is enough. Allow yourselves to be filled with the feelings of peace, the feelings of safety, the feelings of security, the feelings of happiness, of joy, of contentment. And now it is time to return, remembering that feeling of peace, that feeling of safety, that feeling of security, and wishing to share that energy with as many as possible. But if nothing else, just beaming that energy and that intent into this world. And we are going to count from 1 until 7. And with each ascending number, you will feel yourselves coming back, coming back. And as we reach the number 7, you will find yourselves completely back in your bodies, feeling wonderfully alert, vibrationally alive. 1, 2, 3, coming back now. 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 7, and 7. All right, allow your eyes to open. Allow yourself to take one very deep breath, hold it for just a moment, and blow it out. It has been so wonderful working with you all today. Allow yourself to remember the dynamics, that the possibility of peace exists in every moment, in every interaction. We love you all so very, very much. And so until the next time we close, sending you peace, sending you happiness, sending you joy.